Mm, come on in the room. Come on in. Give thanks for life. Give thanks for breath in my being. Give thanks for being here, connecting. And I just have a message that I want to share. And I speak that source guide me as I present this message to you. You know, much love on your day, much abundance, much wealth. May you remain planted in wealth and health as we flow through this beautiful life, as we navigate through this beautiful realm of blissness and abundance. I give thanks, infinite gratitude for my placement, for my advancement, for my truth in this life. Mm, yes. So you have served your time. You have paid your dues. You have sit with yourself. You have many times you have put in the works to rewrite your story. You have paid all of your dues with developing yourself. So you don't have to live in regrets. You know, it's time to forgive yourself and walk on the path of liberty. You know, walk on the path of truth, living in your truth. You know, you served the time of not listening to your intuition, not being obedient to the word of truth within you. You served the time. You made the mistakes, and it's time to move forward and to live and embark on your journey of abundance. You served it your time. You paid your dues. You know, all debts has been paid with you cultivating your energy. So forgive yourself and move forward in your light. Move forward in your truth. You know, um, I just want to share that because I'm an Uber driver on the side, and I had picked up a passenger one day, and he explained to me how he, you know, was fresh out of prison and how he had served, like, you know, and did 10 years in prison. I didn't ask what, you know, what happened or, you know, what he did or anything. But I just know he paid his dues because he was released. He paid his dues, he served his time. And you say the volume is low? What about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It's better? Okay. Yes, so like I said, I, you know, encountered someone, you know, and you know, most people when I pick them up, some people give a testimony and they want to share, they want to vent or whatever like that. But this particular day, this guy said he had just got out of prison and he did 10 years, you know, he served his time. And that just, reminded me and was confirmation for me and for those who, made mistakes in the past, you know, and has developed themselves, that has worked on themselves, that has sit with that energy. If you sat with that energy and you understand the mistakes that you made and you worked on yourself to this point to better yourself, to not make those same mistakes twice, you have paid your dues. You served your time. Just like this brother said, he did 10 years. He served his time. And now he's trying to navigate and to find his footing, to reroute himself in community, in the community again. And we, as humans, sometimes we don't have to serve a life sentence in a prison. We place ourselves in a mental prison, in a mental bondage. When we make mistakes, when we make those choices that set us back in life, you know, but you have to sit with yourself, sit with that energy to better yourself. And if you have done this, you have paid your dues. You have served your time. You did the time. Now it's time to advance. Now it's time to really live. Because you have gained the wisdom and you have learned through your experiences not to make the same mistakes twice. You served your time, baby. Now it's time to live, you know? It's time to forgive yourself and to really live. Let go of the pain. We understand, let go of the shame and move past from the past. Don't allow your past to dictate your present now. Do not allow your past to dictate your future because you are not your past. You are not your choices. You are not your mistake. You are living, you are thriving, you are human, you are divine, you are growing, you are developing yourself, you are developing your mind. Your divine intelligence is advancing, you know? So be free. Be free to move divinely and stay connected to that voice within, your intuition, your divine source that's always guiding us to a better life, a greater life. Let's continue to move forward in this energy of love and connecting with source always. You know, you have served your time with those past choices that didn't align you in the ways that would grow you, you know? So now let's walk in that divine alignment and let's stay connected to that divine intelligence that's going to keep us grounded, that's going to keep us elevated, you know? I just wanted you to know that you are loved. You are loved. And, and remain open, you know? Remain open in love. Keep your heart open in love, you know, and let go. Let go. You have served your time, you know. You have sat with that energy all this time. Now it's time to move forward in a greater light. Come out of the shadows of the past. Come out of the shadows of the past and live in your truth. live in leadership, live in abundance, because the abundance is within, the wealth is within. It always has been within us. So we got to dive deep within us to connect to that wealth, that reservoir, that abundance, that overflow of goodness. Stay connected, never disconnect, never lose your way. Again, you have served your time, and now it's time to continue to rise and elevate and show others, Understand what your mission is and your purpose is. Your past mistakes is leading you to your purpose. It's leading you to your truth. So stay connected within that. Never lose your way again. Never fall off the path of righteousness again. Live in your sacred energy always. Always be in the light of love. Always. So don't let anyone make you feel ashamed. Because Source, God, is within us and it loves us and it's continuing to reshape us as we move forward. You know, we move forward in a new light, new energy, a new wave, because we are divinely guided and we will not let the adversary distract us anymore from our path, from our true path. And I just wanted to share that message, this message, for those who needed a message, for those who are living in the past regrets, those who are living in past shame, past energy, past blame, Don't blame yourself anymore. If you sit with your energy, you sit with those mistakes, those choices, if you have sitting with yourself, you have done the time. You have done the time. You have paid your dues. All debt has been paid and discharged. Now it's time to reward yourself. Reward yourself and embark on the journey of wealth that is within you. Embark on that journey. I said rebark. But embark on the journey of wealth, that is within. Because that's the only thing that we can take with us as we flow through these realms. As we flow in and out of these realms and through these realms, all we have is our soul. So continue to nurture, continue to cultivate, your beautiful soul. Embrace yourself, embrace life, you know. Continue to establish the peace within you. Someone say, great message. I am not a Christian, but I'm impressed with. I am not a Christian either, but I am divinely guided. I am divinely led, so I don't really associate myself with religion, but I embrace all, religion, and I encourage everyone to live and uphold whatever they believe in. Like walk that walk. You know what I'm saying? Not just talk the talk, but walk that walk. But I'm just a divine being. I'm a divine being. You know, I'm just what I am naturally. And I'm just speaking from the heart. So, yeah, I'm not religious at all. And I'm just living in my divine nature. And I just want to share this message of, you know, liberation. You know, you are free to be, you know. As we sit with our energy, we are free to be, to live in obedience, you know, and discipline. Because when we made those choices before, we didn't really know who we were, you know. We didn't know ourselves. We didn't listen to ourselves. You know, we were running and running away from ourselves, right? But now that we have caught up with ourselves and we sit with this energy of the self, and we know the wealth that is within us, we know of our wealth, so we move accordingly now, according to this divine energy, you know, and we allow this energy to flow in our lives, you know. We allow our life force to thrive more and more as we allow this divine cosmic energy to flow within our being. We know not to shift away from this energy because that's how we disconnect, and that's how we lose charge, you know? So we want to stay in charge and be in charge, you know, with our life force. So we got to stay grounded and connected. Stay grounded and connected with our energy. Continue to flow and allow this goodness to flow in. Allow the goodness to flow in so that we can heal and be healthy and be of life infinitely for eternity. So allow it to flow. Allow your energy to flow and grow more and more each day. You have paid your dues. Like I said, this is the message. You have paid your dues. As you sit with your energy and understand your choices and your past mistakes and know not to make the same mistakes over and over again, you have paid your dues. You have served the time, your time. All debts have been paid. Forgive yourself because Source forgives you. God forgives you. God loves you. God is reshaping you to be the best version of you that you can be so you can move in leadership, so you can move in empowerment, empower the people, encourage and inspire other souls out here that need encouragement, that need upliftment. Move in the wisdom of the divine source that's within us, that breathes within us, that moves and shifts everything within us, that's healing us. So give thanks. Be in infinite gratitude of your life, of your placement in this life. If you are here, you are placed to lead and to feed the people true nourishment, divine nourishment. So continue to flow, 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 flow. Don't allow nothing to inhibit your flow and your growth. So much love to you all. I just want to share this message that you have served your time, you paid your dues. Because we have been, with our past mistakes and choices, we have been serving a life sentence. But it's time to come out of that prison, that bondage, of your mistakes, of your past choices. You don't have to live in that bondage anymore. Some of you are in a prison that has been in a prison for over a decade. It's time to come out of that prison. You have served your time. You have paid your dues. Come out of the pain. Open your heart. Let it all go. You're not your past mistakes. You're not your choices because you have sit. You sat with that energy. You sat with it. You understand what you could have did better. And you lived in that regret, but it's time to forget and move on and live in the now. Live in the now. Right now, let it go. Let it go and be free. Come out of that prison. Come out of that bondage, that penitentiary of the mind. Like I said, some of you are serving time. 10 years of pain, 20 years of shame. Nothing to gain when you live in pain and shame and regret, but it's time to move forward and listen and open your heart, open your mind. As you realign, as source is reshaping your mind and reshaping your heart, you are now walking on or embarking on a new path of discipline, of listening, just listening, to be divinely led and divinely fed, nourished by the powers of the Almighty Source that thrives within you. Source has to thrive within you to be alive, to experience its creation. Your heart must be open and free. No pain should dwell there, should dwell within your heart. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You served the time. You served the time. You paid your dues. Forgive yourself and move forward. Move in health and wealth and abundance. Be the light of this world. Move in leadership. Empower other souls out here to listen, to move intuitively, to sit still with their energy. And give thanks to the Almighty Source that's within, because our body is the temple of Source, of the Creator Source, of God. And we must keep our temple pure. We must keep our temple clean. How must we keep our temple pure and clean? By moving in sacred energy. Continue to move in sacred energy. Continue to be divinely led. Don't move according to your energy. Don't move according to the flesh, because the flesh will lead you astray. It will lead you back to those past versions of you, those versions of you you do not resonate with anymore. So stay planted, stay planted in your divine energy always. And you will be tested as you flow through this life. If you say you are planted and you say you are divinely led, you will be tested. You will be tested. So make sure you are moving according to divine energy, according to source. So much love. Thank you for vibing with me. The name is Nek Wajet. This is the primordial frequency. Primordial frequency is that authentic, original, ancient, energy from since the beginning of time. The original, that original freshness, you know, source. Yes. Some people say God, some people say source. I like to say source because we know God, wasn't the word God wasn't always around, put it like that. And then God spelled backwards is dog. So I like to say source, prime source, the ancient source, the creative source. So yeah, I give thanks for source, being a child of source and tapping into source and allowing source to thrive within my being. I made that choice of source. And yeah, so it is what I say it is. We create these words, we create life. So you can say God, and sometimes I do, but I say source. We create these words. And if I want to reshape a word or recreate it to a higher standard, then let it be, you know? Thank you for tuning in to the primordial frequency. Thank you for, allowing this message to penetrate your mind. If it's for you, allow it to be for you, you know? I just want to share this message because, like I said, I do Uber on the side. And sometimes my passengers, they will, share a little testimony or just vent, release or whatever. Um, and I just like to hear the stories, and it was this one passenger. He said he just did like 10 years. He served his time. I didn't ask, what was the reason or anything, but I know he served his time because he got released and now he's, out in the world again and trying to find his way. And I was telling him that even though I never been to prison, it felt like I've been in a prison. I said some people out here that's living in a prison, not a physical one, but a mental prison, and it's sad because we find ourselves in this mental bondage when we do not listen. When we do when we're moving astray. When we're going astray, we put ourselves in this mental bondage, you know And some of us is coming out of that mental bondage. Some of us, you know, it's coming out of that shame. Some of us is coming through this regret, you know. And I'm showing you, I'm speaking that we must forgive ourselves, you know, that God forgives us, Source forgives us, and it is reshaping us and placing us now in a role of leadership, a role in the community, you know, from our past mistakes, our past choices is guiding us, you know, and moving us in our purpose. You hear me? You're welcome, Janice. Janai, I think that's how you say it. Janai, you say my story you never believe. I would like to hear it. I love to hear um, people's life stories. I'm a hairstylist as well, so it's like I'm a counselor. You know, I'm a life coach. I'm a life, wealth, health, and wellness coach. So, yes, I'm a good listener. You know, and I give good advice as well. And that's why I'm here sharing, you know, sharing to you the message that I got from my passenger when he said, you know, he did 10 years, he served his time. And I was like, well, you know what? It's a lot of us doing, you know, prison time right now from the choices that we made. And I was like, yeah, you felt isolated, you felt, but you had to sit with that energy in that prison, in that prison cell, right? You had to sit with that energy. And I said, it's a lot of us sitting with that energy in a prison cell within our minds. And, you know, and I had to come out of that prison myself, you know. I was hurt, you know, by some choices I made in the past. It wasn't really the worst thing, but I still had to sit with it because I'm like, certain choices can set you back and put you in a prison, you know, for a long time, you know. So we coming through. We coming through. We took a hard hit, you know what I'm saying? We had to remember our way, remember the path, and to find our way. So we are here. We are reshaping and redeveloping, restoring. You know, Source is reshaping our minds so we are becoming more and more aligned with our truth, with the infinite truth. And I'm thankful to be here, you know. It's still, you know, it's still kind of tough and challenging to actually, you know, come out of that pain, to come out of that prison, because that's all you know is just being in that regret, living in that regret and that shame. So it's tough, but day by day, you know, we become stronger. We become more, you know, more rooted because Source has uprooted us to reroot us in our truth, in our divine purpose. So as we find placement, you know, again, going forward, it's going to be different. You know, our lives are going to be better, you know, because we know who we are now. You know, we have learned so much. We have learned so much from the past. Even though we must not be defined by our past, but our past has guided us to our truth, you know? So I give thanks for that truth. Well, you're gonna have to share. You're gonna have to share. I'm gonna learn how to go live where I can just, you know, have ones come on here to, you know, share their stories. The next live, I'll probably do that, and maybe we can do it later. You know, later tonight. I'll go live, and if you want to come on and share, that'll be a beautiful thing. Cause I love to listen to stories. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like secondhand experience. Just listening to many stories of life and how people came through, how how you overcame, how you triumph, through the shame, through the pain. How did you triumph? And yes, that gives me strength. It empowers me to hear, to listen, you know. So share your story. Always share your story. And yes, I would love to hear. I would love to hear that. But thank you for vibing with me. Like I said, I'm Nekwajet. You can, if you're new to my channel, you can find me on all social media platforms. Well, right now I'm not on Facebook, but I am on TikTok. However, I have been taking a little hiatus, so I haven't really been like showing up on, the virtual streets like that because I have been really just sitting with my energy and, you know, coming through a lot of things. So when I'm going deep like that, you won't really see me that much on social media, but you can find me on IG. I am Nekwajet on IG. I am Nekwajet on TikTok. So, and I am the Primordial Frequency on YouTube. So just subscribe and you say you don't understand why. Explain. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I really don't. Hmm. But we're gonna continue this later. And if you want to message me, like I said, I'm on IG at Nekwajet. You say, "Oh, okay, you don't understand," and you look for answers. I understand. Okay, and that. Those are the moments when we don't understand. Those are the moments when we sit with ourselves to gain the understanding, the overstanding, because we will have that inner standing once we sit and meditate with the energy, sit with the self, do the time. You know what I'm saying? To free yourself, you have to do that time to free yourself. You know, and sometimes we got to let go of some things to receive some things, to gain more knowledge. What do you need to let go? Because if your cup is already full, how can you receive any more? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to release and let go. Pour out of the things, pour out of those things that is no longer needed. Those thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Those belief systems, those, you know what I'm saying? People. So the answers will come. Sit with yourself and the answers will come. Speak it, ask it, and you shall receive it, you know? I really trying to understand everything you're saying, but I these words, so we got to really, really, really talk. So I'm gonna go live later and we're gonna share some more. And I thank you all for chiming in. Those who are watching, catching this live, thank you for tapping in, clicking that button, and, opening yourself up to this message, and I pray that it aligns with you. You know what I'm saying? I pray that it aligns with you. If not, share it with someone. You know, share this message. It may align with someone, you know, because someone out there is serving, you know what I'm saying, is doing their time, you know, and it's time to embark, you know what I'm saying, on a new journey of intuitively being guided, you know what I'm saying, intuitively living in your truth. You say you go now. Okay, we're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up. We're gonna catch up, and then we're gonna get to know one another and share our stories. I'm gonna go live so we can share our stories. So thank you for chiming in, and just know, like I said, come out of that prison. You served your time. It's time to move forward and let go of the past. And much love to you on your journey. Stay divinely guided. Stay charging up and filled up with life, more love. Thank you. Peace.